if we can get you updates of what is going on around the FIFA Club World Cup. Bayern Munich, at the end of the first 45 minutes, up to 44 minutes, it was still goalless, but in about a minute plus added time, they've been able to produce 2 goals. So it's Guangzhou Evergrande 0, Bayern Munich, UEFA champions, up by 2 goals already. So 2-0 to Bayern. Expectedly.
Yeah, they have all the incentive to want to win. 2013 has been a good year for Bayern, and this is the best way to cap it all up. It will mean that they've won 4. If they are going to win, it will mean that they've won 4 titles in this year, and of course, just 2 matches to play. And for me, I think the teams in Europe are widely seen by many as the strongest, and of course, everybody will expect them to win. Maybe the only team that can have a say is like Atletico Mineiro, but they of course will have to cross their hurdle first. But so usually, most times at the FIFA Club World Cup, it's always the winner in Europe and the South Americans, and likely that's what we're going to have. But I tip Bayern Munich to go all the way. They seem to want it because most of the players, from what they've been saying, the best way for them to end 2013 is to take this and cherish this period. You might not get that again.
When they'll be so dominant in
you might not get that. I mean, I've seen teams win the European Champions League, take it for granted, come to the FIFA Club World Cup, and don't get to win. And so
Chelsea is a good example.
Yeah, and they're taking it seriously. Now, so when you grow older, you sit back and relax. You remember the magical year 2013
when you won everything in sight.
Titles, yeah.
All right, that begins tomorrow. Dumodi at the FIFA Club World Cup. You have an idea of the games tomorrow?
We have the classification game between El Ali and Monterrey, the team from Mexico. Then we have the second semi-final between Raja Casablanca and Atletico Mineiro, where you have Ronaldinho is the place for the club. And you know this for Raja Casablanca, I think they are trying to punch above their weight. Nobody expected it Raja because we know the arrangement, the champions of the host league they'll be part of the FIFA Club World Cup, but expectedly it was Raja Casablanca. The way they took up Monterrey, surprisingly 2-1, but for El Ali, well, they have to go through the classification. Maybe better luck next time, but Raja Casablanca need to do a lot because they are playing against a Brazilian side that have you can't if you don't know most of the big stars, you know they will give you a run for your money. We've seen Brazilian teams in the past. The inaugural edition of the FIFA Club World Cup, when you had initially it was called the Intercontinental Cup, the Toyota Cup, and the rest of them, where you have champions of Europe and champions of South America before it became a world team. Commissions of Brazil won the first edition. So from there we have Team Sao Paulo win. We have Sao Paulo win, and international win.
Interestingly, we've only had winners from those 2 continents.
But
we have, if you are not winning from Europe, you are winning from South America.
That's where the football power is.
Yeah, if you look at the last only team Mazembe that came close
in 2010,
and then you saw how dominant Inter were in the final.
They lost 7 to him. But if you look at the last 5 editions, we've seen South American team dominate in this tournament. Last season, we had the South American team beating Chelsea in the last game. So,
but the last time we had Barcelona.
Apart from Barcelona side, Barcelona and AC Milan, I think Liverpool lost at their own point. Even Barcelona at one point.
When they won in 2006, but they won in 2011.
We must give this South American team some credit.
But my opinion, I think Raja, they've come to the end of the road. I don't see them. It would surprise me. I'll be happy being an African. It would surprise me if they
record of TV Mazembe
pull something off.
All right, let's move away from the FIFA Club World Cup and talk about the Capital One. Capital One games are currently going on as well in England, and the last time we checked, Man City were already 2 goals up over Leicester, and then Chelsea, Sunderland still goalless. These are results from the quarterfinal games currently going on. At half-time, Leicester are 0-2 down to Man City. Sunderland and Chelsea still battling out a goalless draw.
Most of these teams are taking the competition seriously. I saw the starting lineup of Chelsea and what they had on the bench. It just signals their intention. They
want to win trophies.
They're not like some other teams who would.
Everybody is taking every competition seriously.
Man City, a full strength squad came out trying to get a result, because if you get a result, it helps you. You help you take it out of your...
Take some pressure off.
Yeah.
And there's a silverware in the bag.
And you focus...
You don't end the season without any trophy.
No, even at that, one game at a time, because if you win, it takes that out of your plan, then you can think of the next thing. Then you're still looking at maybe getting 3 or 4 trophies at the end of the season. But I'm still expecting Chelsea to get a result. I mean, it would be a surprise if Sunderland defeats Chelsea without the problem Sunderland has had of late. Then for Man City and Leicester, even the result as it is now has shown where the pendulum will swing.
All right, so that's Capital One. But yesterday we had the draws for the UEFA Champions League, and we talked extensively about the 2 English teams that have drawn very difficult opponents. We talked about Arsenal drawing Bayern Munich. We talked about Manchester City drawing Barcelona. But today we're bringing you reactions to the draw of UEFA Champions League round of 16. We'll take these reactions and then we'll come back, read your tweets, and wrap it up on Sports Tonight this Tuesday.
I think from Chelsea's point of view, and also from Chelsea supporters' point of view, is that probably Didier gave us probably one of the most memorial moments for Chelsea Football Club when he stroked that penalty home in Munich. So I think from that point of view, we'll probably be welcome back to Stamford Bridge. Give probably a rapturous performance. I just hope that he'll soak it in too much before the kick-off, and that he's got some of his energy.
Well, Pellegrini is a very, very good coach. We know from he's the coach in Spain. When we play with him, we have all time the problems, because he's one coach that he play offensive play. He is a very, very interesting coach.
Football is unpredictable, and we're talking about a German team, and you know how competitive they are. We're going to play the second leg at home, and that is, well, apparently an advantage. But for that, we need to get a good result in the first leg. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be tough. We know that, and then we have to be prepared.
All right, so those are reactions. You saw an official of Chelsea, an official of Barcelona, and of course an official of Real Madrid reacting to the UEFA Champions League draw held yesterday. All right, to wrap up Sports Tonight this Tuesday, let me just go to Twitter and read a few of your comments very quickly. Joy Forever 74 says it is good that we're having youth games like the National School Sports Festival just concluded in Ilorin and the National Youth Games in Abuja. He says it will help to develop talents and curtail crimes. That's what he says. Yeah, identify talents.
About the social benefits.
The social benefits of sports.
Take people off the streets.
Take them off the street and give them livelihood. So
sense of direction as
yeah,
well.
Yeah. Apart from that, it also helps the country to develop talents who will go on and do us proud in the future. Oluwatoyosi Oweye is a sports medicine person, talks about all these events, youth games. We should also be looking at injury prevention, advocacy, and implementation. I mean, when sports thrives, a whole lot of industry
will thrive.
Sports medicine is one of it.
Definitely.
Yeah, because you need to prevent injuries.
Jack Rodge, I think he's a short medical doctor. The former president of IOC. So,
if you look at some of these sporting events, you see that adequate preparation are not made to have health specialists.
Sports medicine is huge.
You don't even know, maybe the next Usain Bolt you can prevent.
It's somewhere in Delta, or somewhere in
prevent
or somewhere in Lagos,
him or her from getting injured, so that he or she can enter the history books representing the country. You can preserve their career. So I think it's important for us to look at that. You go to league venues, you look at football, you look at all of this, and you just you're praying that somebody does not get injured, because all you're going to get is a sachet of pure water. And maybe
things should change.
You're not even going to get a stretcher. They're going to pull
you out of the
person out. Yeah,
wow. All right. I hope that things will change, because as we develop sports, we also need to develop all these other areas to make it balanced. Moses Onyemari says Kano Pillars leading the way on how sports should be run in a state, and is asking, do we have a football club in Lagos? The Lagos state government do not have the philosophy of running a football club. because we are even trying to de-emphasize state governments owning clubs.
Exactly.
But what they want to do is create an environment for clubs to thrive.
There are sport clubs owned by individuals. So First Bank has a sport club.
We have a lot of football clubs in Lagos, not owned by the Lagos state government.
They have First Bank has a sport club.
We have 4 clubs in the National League: COD, MFM, Union Bank, First Bank,
Union Bank. So even Union Bank is a sport club. They have an Aqui club. They have a basketball club.
Yeah.
First Bank has a basketball club. Has a football club.
And they're very dominant in the women's game.
So
all right,
that's sport club.
That's sport club. But Kano Pillars, we must commend Kano Pillars. Fantastic, winning, representing us in football, representing us in basketball.
The basketball started before the football club.
It doesn't even matter which one started first.
So before
it doesn't matter which one started first. But there is a model sports club. A model sports club. We have Shooting Stars Sports Club. Where's the basketball team?
They have Yellow Warriors.
But that's not Shooting Stars.
No, you can't call it Shooting Stars. It can be something else.
All right, Chelsea are a goal up. They've scored in the Capital One, so Chelsea fans will be happy. Jose Mourinho surely will be happy. Looks like Chelsea could be going to the semi-finals, and Mourinho doesn't come to a club and they don't win something at the end of the season. Maybe that's in line with the tradition.
Last season, he didn't win anything
with Madrid. He didn't win anything.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a record for Jose Mourinho. All right, I think that's the most we can take. Well, let me take this one more. Brad Samuel says, "I hope Kano Pillars will do us proud on the continent, both in basketball and in football." That's our prayer, that they get ready both for the football as well as they are doing in the basketball. We have to wrap it up on that note. Gentlemen, thank you for your time on Sports Tonight. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye now.
The Nigerian electricity market operator will be holding a one-day workshop to sensitize the new owners of successor companies and market participants on the expectations in the electricity market. The workshop has become necessary in view of the development in the emerging market with regards to the implementation of the interim rules. The workshop is crucial and have in attendance the Honorable Minister of Power, Professor Chinedu Nebo, the Chairman, Presidential Task Force on Power, Engineer Bex Dankagujak, Chairman of the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, Dr. Sam Amadi, and the Director General of the Bureau of Public Enterprise, Mr. Benjamin Idiki. The workshop is scheduled to hold as follows. Date, Wednesday, 18th December 2013. Venue, Trescott Hilton Hotel, Abuja. Time, 9 a.m. prompt. All participants are expected to be seated before 9 a.m. Please be punctual. Market operator, announcer.
The Chairman, Board of Directors, International Aviation College, IAC Ilorin, quarterly invites service chiefs, National Assembly members, captains of the aviation industry, members of the business community, aviation professionals, and the general public to the first graduation ceremony of Standard Pilot Course, SP1. Date, Thursday, 19th December 2013. Venue, International Aviation College, Airport Road, Ilorin. Time, 10 a.m. Chief House, His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Kwara